Alright, so if you haven't noticed, I dyed my hair. Didn't really dye it like a color. I stripped more of the yellow out of it. I don't know if the camera's washing it out or adding more yellow, but it actually looks almost white right now. All my hair more looks like that. But what I'm going to be talking about today is the book that I'm reading. I'm starting to read one of the books that my friends, they told me not to read because it would make me suicidal. And I'm not one of those kind of people who like wants to end their life or anything or have any feelings whatsoever about not wanting to be here. So I decided, well, why don't I read it? And I haven't finished it because I just started. But for the exception of Twilight, I don't really like reading books that are like over 500 pages long. So something that's minimal, like 250, 300, I like reading those. Now this is 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher, and it's only 288 pages long. It's about that thick, and as you can see, I'm only probably on page like 30. And it's not that bad. It's really good. In the story, I'm not going to put any spoilers in here. The story is about a boy who gets a bunch of tapes from this girl that had committed suicide about a week or two earlier, and he doesn't really understand, why am I getting these tapes? So he starts playing the tapes, and it's this girl's voice, and she says that she sent them to a few other students in her class too, and there are 7 tapes, I think, and they're all number sided. So the first side, A, is numbered 1, the second is number 2, and then the second tape is 3 and 4, the third tape is 4 and 5, and so on. So you kind of get it. And the last tape, there's only one side, and it says 13. And so you listen to it, and it's this girl telling the reasons why she committed suicide, and she has a map that she gives you. And actually, this is the cover of the book. And there are a bunch of stars, and she wants you to go to these places in her hometown. Well, not her hometown, but the town where she lived when she killed herself, which is the same town as, the students. And so he ends up spending the entire day, I haven't gotten through it, so I don't know, but this is what someone told me. He ends up spending the entire day going to all these places and listening to her story, and it changes his life forever, apparently. And so I'm going to be reading it, and maybe you should pick it up or tell me how you felt about it. I don't want any spoilers in any of the comments or anything, because that would just be horrible for people who are already reading it. And then I'll tell you after I finish this book which book I'm going to be picking up next. I'm actually going to start becoming an avid reader, because I used to hate reading, but ever since I read Twilight and New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, I kind of gotten into reading. Actually, I read those last year, August, and I watched the movie, and I felt the movie was kind of corny, but that's just the whole story. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.
Oh mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of your law.
I'm going to, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I forgot their names. Twilight, New Moon. Oh god. I just realized that the book is upside down on the cover. Twilight, New Moon. Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn.